Hey gang, Mocha Boy here. Welcome back, and thanks for tuning back in. Just really quickly to start off, I just wanted to address a couple of funny emails that I got in from a few folks. Reddit Force did not purge its members, and we did not split off or in any other way, run into any kinds of problems. As a celebration of our crossing that hundredth win, we're conducting our first interclan scrimmage. So we split off the teams. We split off the clan into two teams of 15, and Friday night we're going to do a war search and just have a little bit of fun in the game for a change. After that grueling 100 win run, it was important for us to just kind of sit back, relax, kind of reflect on the past few months, everything that we've done, and everything that we want to do moving forward. So this is us just blowing off some steam and relaxing and having a good time. So what I wanted to do in this episode, which was kind of a follow-on to to my last video. Again, I rose up to Masters specifically to hunt the square base, and I wanted to show you my results for all of my attacks. I have not failed against that base in any one of my attempts so far, and as a matter of fact, I managed to 3-star a couple of bases that were very similar. And the interesting thing to note about these attacks, the composition again: four golems, 7 wall breakers, 3 P.E.K.K.A.s, 15 wizards, either in the CC or whatever, and then 3 jumps, a rage, and a freeze, and a poison. This composition is so consistent that even if you mess up the deployment, which I did several times as I was learning this, you can still end up at least 2-starring the base, with or without a full CC, with or without bombs active or whatever. This was the last run that I had, and the cap off that hunt, I finally managed to 3-star this base using the exact same composition. And what's really wild about that is that I completely screwed up the deployment, but I 3-starred the base anyway, and it was with a full CC, full traps, full everything. So I just wanted to take a look at that again. Now again, this composition is for I've got max P.E.K.K.A.s, but we do have Town Hall 9s that are practicing this with a slightly modified version, and that's going with giants. But I think they're trying to sprinkle in P.E.K.K.A.s somewhere. The concept is simple: 2 jumps in the corners. 2 golems with 4 wizards right behind them, and then start blowing a hole open in this wall right there to let your P.E.K.K.A.s, heroes, and everybody else come in. And everything will just converge on this one point here, jump into the core, wipe out the core, and then fight their way through the other side to take out the rest of the base. So again, I've screwed up this attack a couple of times, and it's still 2 stars this base, which I just thought was hilarious. So this was the attack. And yep, so there are the 2 jumps, 2 golems, and immediately I forget to deploy my wizards. I start off with wall breakers, and I messed up there too. You're supposed to deploy every single one of your wall breakers, so they go through that first wall and then just immediately retarget the second wall. And unfortunately, if you see what the wall breakers did, they retargeted that wall that the golems were beating on, which is just dumb. And here come the wizards. There goes that last jump, and here comes the CC, but one quick poison and they'll be dead in no time. They won't even be able to get off a shot before the poison takes care of them. Got 1 P.E.K.K.A. in the core. He'll take out that Inferno in just a couple of swings with that 1 rage, and then he'll go on to take out as many of those other defenses as he can. And then at this point, you just run into cleanup mode. In this particular case, the CC was on the side. The Town Hall was on the side. Typically, it would be in the middle, but this is a trophy base, so he was trying to protect his Dark Elixir, which is actually what I was after when when I was trying this attack. But yeah, once that goes down, it's really just marching through the rest of the base and cleaning up. And I've got plenty of tanks. I've got the golems, the golemites, and then just the queen plinking away at everything. So yeah, I was finally able to 3-star this base. The defenses were a little bit lower, but just to give you an idea of what you can do with this composition. And I'm going to do one more replay, and then we can pretty much call this base licked, because I've been trying to rid the world and this league of this base. So let's see. So this should be one. Yeah, so here was the other square base. And again, this is all I've done is just hunt these bases and then take snipes where I could. 1 jump, 2 jump, golem, 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 golem. And then the wizards are supposed to come out at this point, but I think I forgot them again. Yeah, see, I don't know where I developed this weird habit of doing the wall breakers first, but I was supposed to do the wizards because they are the damage for the golems, and they will work on taking out these extra buildings to make sure that everything makes it into the core. But my wall breakers make it through. The heroes start going to work. The wizards start to make it into the core, and then as soon as those tanks get in range, and see, this is what I was talking about. This is where I messed up. The wizards ran into there, with no tanks to protect them, but even despite that, I was still able to make it into the core, blow through that last wall, and then take out that first inferno to keep the DPS alive, and then just continue to march through the base. Before, we were running into so many problems with having your heroes and all of your defense-led troops kind of peel off around the corners, but I mean, this attack has just been so consistent for us, and like I said, we were looking for an answer to this base that gave us a reliable path to the core, and at least 2 stars, and in some cases 3. So that's what we've been running with. Now, I know that a few folks have chimed in with a few of their own compositions: 6 golem, um, golems with witches, golems with witches and wizards. We've tried them, and the pathing consistency as well as the win rates of those were not as reliable for us. And like I said, I've run this exact composition, probably 20 times now, and I have not lost a single raid up in Masters 2 using this composition, and I've not even come close to losing in a lot of times. So yeah, there you have it. If you're up there, if you're in war and you're looking for a composition to tackle this base, there you go. Thanks for tuning in.